You're listening to the Live and Local 7 o'clock morning edition on WCLU, 50 degrees, 725. We continue with the news. We've got some news to talk about here in South Central Kentucky, and we're tickled to have with us this morning on the morning show a special guest. This is Mr. James Moore. Now, James is involved in a lot of things in our community, but he is here today because he is the South Central Kentucky Workforce Development Board's Director of Apprenticeship and Programs. How close is that? Did I get that to your title there, James?
Henry, you did great. That's exactly what it was.
Well, so I'm going to break this down a little bit. You're with the Development Board. You're the Director of Apprenticeship and Programs, and you're here to tell us about some opportunities, James. You and I were having a discussion before we went on the air. This is the time for people who want to go to work because the opportunities are there, James.
That's right, Henry. We have several jobs that's available in this region right now, right at 1,000 jobs.
My goodness.
And yeah, these jobs are not just your regular $8 to $10 an hour jobs. I'm talking a lot of these jobs are minimum $15 an hour.
Wow. Now, here's what's coming up. You've got, in addition to just telling us this, isn't there an opportunity for some people who might want to go to work to learn more about some of these opportunities?
Absolutely. What we take care of is training for, like, for example, CDL. We had a ribbon cutting here in Berrien County. We've got a CDL program here in Berrien County now. And CDL, just if you go to work and driving a truck in the region here where you're home every night, leave out early in the morning, you get home every night, you're looking at making a minimum $45,000 a year.
Wow.
And upwards up to $60,000.
And you got 1,000 jobs, people who are looking for people of various, not all of them are that amount of money, but nonetheless, the jobs are out there, James.
Right. And with the CDL, you can go through our training program. Mm-hmm. It's a 4-week training program. And at the end of it, you're going to have a job. We have about a 98% rate of putting people to work through the CDL program.
That's an incredible percentage for sure.
And it's the fastest growing employee need in our country. Mm-hmm. You may be living here in Glasgow, but you may be working for a company out of Dallas, Texas. Mm-hmm. You don't have to live in Dallas, Texas to go to work for them. You can live right here in Glasgow and work regionally for them, or maybe even you want to go over the road.
Well, if you're scratching your head and saying, well, how do I find out about all that? Well, let me once again introduce you to James Moore. And I'm not going to get his big, long title, but it's just amazing that these opportunities exist and people aren't on their own. You guys out there at the Workforce Development Board can hook them up.
Absolutely. Not just CDL, we have clinical medical assistance opportunities. Those are a huge need in the medical field right now.
Say that again.
Clinical Medical Assistance.
Okay, all right.
CMAs is what they call them. That's the acronym. We work with a lot of acronyms, Henry.
Yeah, I understand that. Yes,
I've got a book that's got like 5 pages of acronyms in it that I have to go through daily just to make sure I got the right one.
Make sure you're talking about the same thing.
Exactly. We also, right now, we've got a phlebotomy class going on here in Glasgow with Western Kentucky University. And those young men and women that we have in that class, when they get done in November, they're going to be able to go to work. Yeah. And they're going to make good money. A couple of them are just high school students that graduated from Glasgow back in May.
Well, phlebotomy is quite the need in healthcare, and certainly if you're good at it, you can open up a lot more doors from there.
Absolutely. Just as long as you're not sticking me, because I hate needles.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I have been the recipient of some of the most skilled phlebotomists that you can imagine. You just never know when they are, because they were trained and because they, know what they're doing.
Absolutely. We also have pharmacy tech opportunities that we're going to be doing some school training with here pretty soon. That's a certification program. Yeah. And one of the things that we're going to be starting here in Berrien County real soon should be about the last of October when we start these classes. We don't have a defined date right now, but you can get in touch with us to see if you'd like to do these classes, and that's EMT classes.
Yes.
Those will be conducted here in Berrien County along with our ambulance service here, so we'll be able to fulfill positions that they need through these classes as well. And you may qualify for free funding on this. And the way to get information on the free funding is just to reach out to us and find out if you're eligible or not for the free funding.
Well, there's a lot of opportunities there. How do people get in touch with you guys over there, James?
Well, we've got a phone number, and then of course we have a website, southcentralworkforce.com. You can go to that website and you can find out information there. You can email me directly at james@southcentralworkforce.com, and I get my emails every day, and I can put you to the right people to find out if you're eligible or not, and we'll be able to get you into class.
Okay, and so how do we, if I'm sitting there at home saying, that sounds neat, but I don't know where to start, where do I start?
Just reach out to us at that phone number, 270-746-7249. That's the start of it.
And do you have a website that outlines the types of programs that you guys are working with, the types of opportunities? It might not be all inclusive, but perhaps it just
talk about the programs.
Yes,
a little bit. Yeah, you can reach out to our southcentralworkforce.com website, and we have some of that information on there as well. You can reach out to me on my email, and I can send you information of detailed curriculums and things and time frames. Because I know sometimes people the time part runs into the issue of not being able to take the classes at the time that they're being offered, just due to some barriers that they have on, at home.
Sure. But I think you guys are known for being flexible, though.
Absolutely. Our main goal is to put people into jobs, develop the workforce in our communities, and ensure that our communities have a future with the workforce, because it comes down to the workforce to make sure a community goes smoothly and has a future.
Well, and let's be honest. Let's say it again. Turn up the radio. There's 1,000 job openings as we speak.
Absolutely. If you want to find out about them, just reach out to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is not like, roll the dice, spin the wheel. If you want to work, there's opportunities. And the people over there at the South Central Kentucky Workforce Development Board, through their Director of Apprenticeship and Programs, Mr. James Moore, can hook you right up, plug you right in to wonderful opportunities. So I'm going to tell everybody again, your name is James Moore, and the email address they can use this morning to knock on your door is?
It's james@southcentralworkforce.com.
Okay, and if they just want to call you up, well, how do they do that?
They can call 270-746-7249.
Okay, and you'll find James to be a really easy guy to talk to. And I think probably one of the cool things about you doing this job, James, is that you seem to care. You care. You're going to be like, you're going to be getting a base hit when you get some people employed and
absolutely. I mean, and it's just about helping them and helping our communities grow. Yeah. There's one other thing I want to mention, Henry, is we have if anybody's ever been interested in web development, in January we have partnered with Barron County BC Skills, Justin Browning, and we're going to be having a class in January to where you're going to be able to learn coding and how to. I'm not very savvy in the tech world, but how to build websites and all kinds of different
Maybe
platforms.
You could take the class.
I probably should. Sometimes I need the kids just to show me how to turn on my computer.
That's right. How do I find my phone?
Yeah.
I like that. Find your phone. That's about all one I need. Okay, James Moore, I hope you hear from some people, and I hope that people stop and say, tell me about these opportunities, because it sounds to me like with 1,000 openings and classes that will train you to do the job, what more could you ask for?
And you possibly can get it paid for.
Well, okay. That's good, too. Very good. James, keep us posted. Don't be afraid to come down here and say, hey, we just got this, or we just found out we need that, or this or that, and we'll pass along the information.
Henry, I greatly appreciate being here this morning. Thank
you, James Moore, South Central Kentucky Workforce Development Board's Director of Apprenticeship and Programs. He's a guy you should be talking to. It's 734 WCLU.